Hey y'all, my name is Keezy and I'm NottaNailTech. So I was watching Sinners the other day and this sexy ass man, his sexy ass in, looking like a warm biscuit on a cold winter day with a little honey, a little butter. The sweater, the sweater, right? So I've always liked the Coogi print. So we're going to go ahead and do some Coogi nails today. So I'm going to take this opportunity to show you how I print out my water decals. So that's what we're going to do first. So if you want to skip through all that, everything's timestamped. You can skip to wherever you want to skip to. Let's get into some nails. So we're going to start off with our good old friend Google and put in Coogi sweater print. Tap on images and try to find the image that we can actually print out, like this one. That looks good. I'm going to drag that over to my desktop. Let's see if I can get one more. That one's cool. Drag that over there. Kind of like that one too. So bam, good to go there. Next place we're going to visit is Etsy. Now you can't just put it right on the water decal paper, but I like to do mine in templates because I have a business too. Even though I don't sell these yet, I don't know. I like to do these ones. So I want to try some new templates today. I already have some, but these are for like super long nails. So I want to get this template right here. So in Etsy search bar, you just put water decal nail templates and a bunch of different options will pop up. Usually I use a template that's similar to this one where you can print out 4 different templates on one sheet, but I want to try the extendos today just to see how they come out. And you just make sure it's editable on Canva. Well, that's what I edit things on. So I put it in the Canva and you could customize the templates. So where it says your website, if you have a website, go ahead and put your website on there. I like to duplicate it, just keep the first template like it is for some reason. I don't know. So I'll put my website name on there. Like that. And then at the top, you can put your logo. So let me grab my logo. Pow, there that goes. Size her up, get rid of that, and put my logo here. Duplicate it, center it up nice, and we're good to go there. So let's upload the images that we found that we want to actually put on a nail, which I'm going to go with these 2 here. Drop those in there. And I want to think about the size and how I want it to print out on a nail. So I'm going to turn it. Like I said, I want it to fit on the nail. If I expand it, then it's going to be a really big print. As I make it smaller, it's going to be a smaller, more detailed print. So I want it this size, so I'm going to duplicate it and kind of figure out how I could expand it without it looking crazy. So somehow figure out how I'm going to line up the colors here so it'll look like one continuous pattern. And just play with it until I figure this out. And if I line that up with this, make it a little bigger so I could see, and click off of there. Okay, that looks good. That looks like one continuous pattern. So I'm just going to take those 2 images, fit it to my template, and duplicate them going all the way down the template. Making sure I'm fitting them in there right. Because each one of these is a nail. So, well, each one of those bars is going to be how it prints out. So I kind of want it to fit in there perfectly. So I just resize them. Get them all in there. Highlight all the images that I just did and push it to the back. So bam, that's how our templates come out. Now I'm not wasteful, so I'm not going to print one side and not do the other side. So let me grab this other pattern and do the same thing on the other side as well. And I'm just going to speed this up because it's going to be the exact same thing on this side. And this is really because so it'll look cute, because I wouldn't sell this pattern or nothing anyway. But, you know, I'm just like that. And like I said, this is only if you want to be extra or you want to start, you know, maybe you want to start a water decal business. I don't know. But you really can just put it on the paper and bam, there we go. We got templates ready to print out. And this is the paper that I use. It's the Koala No Need Spray water slide decal paper. And I always use white. It's for inkjet and laser. Now, like I said, I always use white. So you want to make sure to just cut in the pattern, because anything that's white on there is going to show white on your nail as well. Okay? So that's it for that. This is how it turns out. But when I looked up the actual sweater that he had on, it was called the Gambler Coogi sweater. So this is the only thing I could get for the Gambler print. So I did put that on there. So we're going to use this one just so I can match the vibe. All right, so let's get started on the application. So I cleaned my nails and something was purple. I don't know. I washed my hands and something was purple and then transferred to my nails, of course. So anyway, I'm just going to ignore it and go ahead and cut my nails down. So now that I'm all cut down, I'm just going to push my cuticles back a step with the cuticle pusher. Now I'm just going to take my drill and just quickly go over the surface. Why is this thing? Oh. There we go. Turn that shit down. That thing was whipping. And I got something new today. I am going to use this Peel Off base coat from Nails by Dab. If I can get this thing open. There we go. So I'm not even sure if I was supposed to file it, because it says don't. It says not to prep your nails. But I forgot all about that. So we're gonna try this today. See how this works. So if you were keeping your nails on, after this you would use prep and prime. But I am gonna use a peel off base coat because I have to take my nails off. I probably should have read the instructions first before I started putting it on, huh? That might have been cool. What's it say? What's it say to do? Huh? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's see how I'm supposed to see this. Directions. The soak off gel polish must be cured with LED lamp and UV light system. Cure time, LED lamp 30 seconds, UV lamp 2 minutes. Okay. All right, well, that's all it says, huh? But I watched her use it. I know she said not to prep, but you know, whatever. So let's go ahead and cure these for 30 seconds. So for the nails today, since we're going with more of a 90s type of vibe, we're going to use the curved nails. These are from Nail Couture. They're their full extension gel tips. See the curve it has on here? So we're going to do that to keep the 90s vibe going, you know? So we're all sized out. We're fitting from sidewall to sidewall. Looking good. Now we usually etch the inside, but we want them to pop off. Well, actually, no, this is matte inside, so it doesn't need to be etched. Let me shut up then. We're going to use our taffy gel to apply the nail today. So let me get my stand out with my flash cure lamp. I need to clean these. Looking a little rough. And I'll start off with the thumb. Dab it on there. 1, 2, 3. I'll put it on like that and I smooth it out. And then back down and press down. And make sure that it is fully covered and that we are straight. We look good, and I'm gonna hold it down so we don't have any air bubbles. Flash cure that into place for 15 seconds, and that's good to go. All right, so we're done with our flash cure. Now we're gonna put it in the big oven for 60 seconds and let it cure all the way through. And I'm fully cured, so we're gonna take our drill and hit around the smile line, get anything that oozed out. I mean around the cuticle. Did I say smile line and cuticle? I don't know. You see where I'm at. Alright, so now I think I just want to cut off like the very tip because I want it to be like square. Like just like that much, like nothing. But just like this. That didn't come out straight, huh? That did not come out straight. So let's get a file. And just go in there like that. Okay. Okay. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. We're going to stop there. Oh, Lord. This red color at the bottom. And you know what? The whole thing doesn't even have to be red. Just where it's going to show. Because this is the underlayer to the back side of my nails. Because when I put the water decal on, it's going to be white at the bottom. And I just don't like seeing white at the bottom of my nails. Or underneath, excuse me, not the bottom, but underneath. So I'm just put that red on as a background. I'll go ahead and cure that. Break out with our decals here. The first one, I think, do we want to have some of that blue in it? Oh, these are for super long nails. My gosh. Yeah, I didn't need these ones. I could have did it with the other ones, but let's give me the option to move stuff around a little bit, I guess. Let's break out with this bigger size here. And let's get a bowl of water and dip that right on in there. And it really doesn't take long. I can never do this straight the first time, but we're going to try to put it on. We're going to try to put it on straight today. And yeah, that's a perfect fit for this nail. Now you kind of gotta, you can take a silicone tool and do it, but I usually could just do it with my fingers. But you gotta smooth out these wrinkles in here, which might be a little more difficult on a curved nail. I've never done it on a curved nail. Let's take my file and go like that downwards to remove any excess. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do that to all of my nails except for this one. And if you have extra paper around your cuticle line, you just take a brush with some acetone on it, and whatever that acetone touches, it'll just melt the paper right off. So just go right around your cuticle line and it'll just make a smooth line right around it. So onto my middle finger, and this one's applying way easier than the other ones. Maybe I'm getting the hang of it. Tear that bottom piece off, smooth her down. But I do have more paper around the cuticle, so pick up that brush with that acetone. And melt that paper right away. Yep, and that looks good. And with this one, I'm just cutting the bottom part up a little more because I wanted more blue to show. And let's see. Yeah, that looks like that's gonna work. Oh yeah, it worked out just fine. Smooth that out and get my file, get the excess off. And there we go. So I got this No Wipe top coat from Nail Reserve. We're gonna go ahead and seal these up. Make sure you get some sides and the tip, everything sealed in. All right, so the camera cut off. But I know I put the Dipped in Pretty as the base color, as the base red, but now I'm taking this more muted red from Nail Reserve because now that I got it on, I see I need a much more muted red. And I just put a coat of that on. So didn't have anything specific in mind from here, so we just gonna go nail by nail and work it out. So I pulled out a couple of things. I'm thinking on the pinky, I'm gonna take this chain, and where there's a divide in the colors, I'm just gonna put that chain right there, like that. You know, what y'all think? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And I take my glue and just go up the nail here and up the side. Okay, you don't want to go that way, huh? Go this way then. Trying to get these chains to lay flat is no small task. Okay. I think we good. I think we good. Let's flash carrot. So I'm gonna take this matte top coat here. I got this from I think this was Temu. Let's put our gloves on and let's play. Let's see. We got some of our sticky icky. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Oh shit. Oh Lord, here we go. Now what in the world's going on here? Thought this was supposed to be non-stick. What's going on? Why are we doing this? Why is it doing this to me, y'all? Shit. Why is it sticking to this glove like that? Hold on, I gotta touch it. That's interesting. Why is it doing that? Huh. This must be a coating on that glove or something, because it's not sticking to it inside out. Okay, in my head, what I'm thinking is if I mix the gold pigment with it, it's not going to be gold enough. But, I mean, shit, that's what we about to do. Taking on my nails. Let's scoop that up and put that on there like that. I don't know. And then, we'll go like that. Oh, that's pretty gold. There's still paper that's in there. So, I don't know. Now we got something gold there. Take this and put it on here. And then, you know, cut it off. Like, take some of that off. And then take some of that off. So I'm just going to take my tool and flatten it out a little bit. Get rid of some of that excess I got going on there. And then I decided to put some little cuts in there. I don't know, for some reason, for some kind of dimension or something, you know? Why not? And let me cut another little piece off, because I think I'm going to do a couple of them. I really don't have a plan. Set that on there, same thing, flatten it out. Put some little cuts in there too. Put some ba-ba-boom. And one here. And I think one more at the tip. That'll look good. Then I'm gonna take a couple of stones and put inside the little cuts. Yeah, I think that's cute. So I'm gonna do that on every other stripe. Yeah, all right, cute. Now get my glue out for the middle finger and just put this cuticle bar right here. I can get it there. There we go. And just a couple of little stones right there because it looks lonely. take that long one and then just put a little circle stone on the one side and on the other as well. And that's cool. I don't want to cover up too much of that. And then this index one, I like this big, well, what is this, a triangle? No, it's not a triangle, diamond. This big diamond pattern stone. So I'm gonna just throw that on there and then secure it with a little more glue. Make sure that stays on there. And I'm gonna take the same chain I used on the pinky and just go like straight up the side of my thumb. Take this old beat up brush and go over this little gold piece, these little gold pieces. And this is what we got. Let's see what we look like in the light, because you know it looks much better in the light. And here's what it looks like with some actual light. I really got to get better lighting in my house. But I think they're cute. They're jazzy and, you know, unique and throwback and modern all at the same time. I don't know. They're cute. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. If you enjoyed spending time with me today, like I enjoyed spending time with you, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye.